Well, yesterday, I did two verses. Maybe I should have waited and done two verses today. This is going to be a cakewalk. Go ahead and see if you can pronounce it. Okay, and here's how I would pronounce it. Kai estesan duo, Yosef ton kalumenon, Barsaban, hos epiklethe, Eustos, kai Mathion, or Mathion. Okay. Now see if you can translate it. That's right. It's pretty simple. And they stood two. And this might be what's called a causative active. Every once in a while, there is a form of the active voice that seems to imply causing it to happen. So, and by the way, there are stems in Hebrew that do this as well, although I don't particularly think that the author of Acts knew Hebrew. And they caused two people to stand. The first one was Joseph, and the second one was Matthias. But we hear quite a bit about Joseph, which is kind of interesting. Matthias is the one on whom the lot falls, and yet we hear an awful lot about Joseph. So this Joseph must have been, I assume, must have been a fairly well-known individual within the early church. Maybe the audience, Theophilus, or I don't know where Luke was writing, but it seems to me that the audience may have known about this Joseph. Maybe not. We don't know these things. But Joseph, the being called Barsabbas, Joseph. This is a participle. Men are passive participles. So it's the being called. That's a present passive participle. Not accusative masculine singular. Article never lies, because it's telling us about Joseph, who is one of these two. Joseph is in apposition to duo. Duo is accusative, even though it doesn't distinguish a form. Duo doesn't, it's always duo. But it's the object of this verb. And they caused to stand what? They caused to stand two, that's accusative. Joseph, accusative. And Matthias, accusative, because these are expanding upon two. They're in apposition to the word two. The one being called Barsabbas, who, relative pronoun, who was called Justus. Okay? Relative pronoun, relative clause, theta eta, aorist passive, epikaleo. Okay, I've done the work already. Let's go on anyway. The interlinear. And they caused to stand two. Joseph, the one being called Barsabbas. You could take this to be, so first of all, the participle is being used adjectively because it has an article on it. To say it's being used adjectively means that it's telling us about a noun. It's telling us about Joseph. So you might say this is an attributive adjectival participle because the noun it goes with is here, Joseph, who was called Barsabbas. You could even translate it that way. Who was called Justus. Man, he's got lots of names, doesn't he? Maybe he's a Roman citizen. Roman citizens had multiple first names, multiple names. Okay, and Matthias. Okay, parsing. I've already done it, some of it. So a sigma alpha tells us it's aorist, and the epsilon on the front is indeed an augment. You can see the STA of stand. So it's histemi, which is a me verb. Nu is a third person plural ending on esse, amen, eta, on, datan. So it's third plural. They, third plural, caused to stand, active, aorist. Kalumenon, we've already parsed. Again, men are passive participles, or middle. Kaleo, all the letters of the present, so it's present. Accusative masculine singular. And then epiklethe, we've also parsed. Theta eta, aorist passive. On esse, no ending is the third singular, indicative from epikaleo, to call upon. Okay, well, this was a quickie. Hope you've enjoyed it.